So, just like in LIC, we were concentrating on a device which is called as an operational amplifier. Here, in this power electronics, we are going to concentrate on this particular device which is called as a thyristor. Actually, this thyristor, it defines a family of a four-layer bistable semiconductor devices that can have either two, three, or four terminals. Okay, and it can conduct current in one direction or both the direction. Okay, so it can be either unidirectional or bidirectional. So this thyristor, basically it defines. So basically it is a bistable semiconductor devices, that is either it can be in the on state or it is in the off state. So depending upon the direction of the current, whether it is unidirectional or bidirectional, this family of thyristor has been classified as unidirectional thyristors and bidirectional thyristors. Okay, unidirectional means it will carry current in only one direction, and bidirectional means it will carry current in both the directions. So in these unidirectional devices, there are different thyristors, which are, first one is silicon control rectifier, abbreviated as SCR. Then silicon unilateral switch, that is SUS. Then light activated SCR, gate turn off, that is called a GTO. Okay, and then silicon controlled switch, silicon controlled switch, that is SCS, and Shockley diode. Okay, so these are the few categories over here. Okay, one more I missed. Complementary SCR, it is also there. Complementary SCR. Okay, that is also called as SCR. Then in bidirectional, silicon bilateral switch, and triac. Okay, so all these devices fall under this thyristor family: silicon control rectifier, then silicon unilateral switch, light activated SCR, complementary SCR, gate turn off, that is GTO, then silicon control switch, Shockley diode, then silicon bilateral switch, and triac. So our area of interest is to study about this silicon control rectifier. Now all the applications that we are going to study in further units, it will be using this silicon control rectifier. Okay, So since this silicon control rectifier is mostly used in the power electronics, this silicon control rectifier is alternately called as thyristor. Even though thyristor is a family of devices, okay, this SCR is alternately called as a thyristor because it is widely used in the power electronics. Okay, so sometimes I may say it is thyristor, sometimes I may say it is a CR. Okay, so both are the, it is same. Okay, so SCR is an unidirectional device which will be having three terminals, three junctions and four lays. Okay, so let us have a look at this SCR. So as I told you, it has got four lays, PN, PN. It has got three terminals, anode, cathode, and third terminal is gate. And it has got three junctions, J1, J2 and J3. ओके, पीएन जंक्शन डायोड मध्ये कसं आपल्याला दोन लेयर्स, दोन टर्मिनल्स आणि एक जंक्शन असतं, तसंच इथं सिलिकॉन कंट्रोल रेक्टिफायर मध्ये ती फोर लेयर्स आहेत, पीएन, पीएन, थ्री terminals, anode, cathode and third terminal is called as gate, and there will be three junctions, namely J1, J2 and J3. ओके, आता हा जो गेट टर्मिनल आहे तो ड्रॉ करताना कुठंही ड्रॉ करायचा नाही. Okay, sometimes what you people do is you may draw this at this junctions side. असं कुठंतरी काढून ठेवताय किंवा कुठेतरी एंड लेअरला काढा, ह्या एंड लेअरला काढा, असं कुठं पण ड्रॉ करून ठेवताय. तर तसं करायचं नाहीये. हा गेट टर्मिनल जो आहे हा या पी लेअरच्या इथंच ड्रॉ करायचा आहे. ओके, now symbolically it is represented like a diode. ओके, डायोड सारखंच त्याला एनोड कॅथोड आहे बरोबर. सो दिस इज एनोड, कॅथोड आणि गेट टर्मिनल जो आहे तो या कॅथोड साइडला आहे. ओके, सो दिस इज द सिम्बल ऑफ दिस SCR. Okay, so let us try to understand the VI characteristics over here. So this thyristor or SCR silicon control rectifier operates in three different regions. First one is called as a forward blocking mode, second one is called as a forward conduction, and third one is called as a reverse blocking. Okay, so the VI characteristics is been drawn against voltage across anode and cathode versus the anode current, okay, for the particular value of the gate current. Okay, so the characteristics has been divided into three parts. First one is the forward blocking mode. Now, when the thyristor will be called as the, or it is operating in the forward blocking mode. Now, when we make this anode voltage positive with respect to cathode, just a minute. Okay, now when this anode is made positive with respect to cathode, okay, and no gate voltage has been applied over here. Okay, gate terminal has been kept open. At that time, for this particular condition, junctions J1 and J3 will be forward biased, whereas junction J2 will be in the reverse biased condition. Okay, so if you observe here, when we apply some positive voltage to this anode terminal with respect to cathode, at that time junction J1 and J3 will be forward biased, but this middle junction J2 will be in the reverse biased state. Okay, here we haven't applied the gate voltage yet. Okay, so at that time only a small leakage current flows through the device from anode to cathode. Okay, and the thyristor is said to be in the off state. SCR is in the off state. Okay, so here this is the small amount of current that is flowing through this SCR when anode is made positive with respect to cathode, because of which junction J1 and J3 have been forward biased, whereas junction J2 has been reverse biased. Only a small amount of leakage current flows through the device from anode to cathode. That current is called as a forward leakage current, and this SCR is said to be in the off state, or it is in the forward blocking mode. Okay, so this is about the forward blocking. Now next state is the forward conduction. Now with the given condition, that is anode made positive with respect to cathode, if we go on increasing this anode to cathode voltage VAK in such a way that this middle junction J2, which is reverse biased, it will be broken down. Okay, as we go on increasing VAK, so that at this point 1, as I have indicated over, at this particular point 1, this junction J2 will be broken down. Okay, so once this J2 junction breaks down, a large amount of current will start flowing through the device. Okay, at that time we can say that the SCR has been turned on. So this is the first way through which we can turn on this thyristor. How we can turn on this thyristor? By applying uh, sufficiently higher voltage across anode and cathode. Okay, so that the reverse bias junction J2 will be broken down and a large amount of current will flow from anode to cathode. Okay, okay. Now, so the voltage at which this happens is called as a forward breakover voltage VBO. So VBO is the forward breakover voltage. So what happens is, if you look at these characteristics, initially when a small amount of voltage has been applied across this anode and cathode, that is anode made positive with respect to the cathode, since junction J1, J3 are forward biased and junction J2 is reverse biased, only a small amount of leakage current is flowing from anode to cathode. Once we go on increasing this voltage across anode and cathode to a sufficiently level which is called as a forward breakover voltage, the junction J2 will be broken down and large amount of current will start flowing through the device. So if you see here, the characteristics, first of all, it moves towards right, and once the device has been turned on, it moves towards left. Okay, means what? Once this thyristor has been turned on, the voltage across these thyristors fall to a very low value. Okay, so the characteristics move from right to left again. And as you go on increasing this voltage across anode and cathode further, the current anode current will go on increasing at a higher rate. Okay. So always remember this. Once the thyristor is turned on, the voltage across it will fall to a very low value, approximately equal to 0.7 volt. Why? Because it is acting like a diode. So that is why once it is turned on, the voltage across it will fall to a very low value. So the characteristics will move from right to left. And then as you go on increasing the voltage across anode and cathode further, the anode current will start increasing at a faster rate like this. Okay. So this is the one technique through which we can turn on the diode. But generally this technique is not preferred as junction breaking down of junction G2 may cause some unwanted conditions to happen. So except, so without breaking down the junction J2, the another technique through which we can forward bias or for make this SCR to come into forward conduction is applying by applying some गेट voltage. आता हा जो थर्ड टर्मिनल गेट टर्मिनल आहे, now it will come into picture. Okay, till now we were not talking about it, but now what we will do is, definitely we'll have to make this anode positive with respect to cathode, but now we will also apply some positive gate voltage, that is positive gate voltage to at this gate terminal with respect to this cathode. Okay, now because of this what will happen? So if we in this structure, suppose that here if I apply some positive gate voltage here, now see here, it is just like a PN junction diode once again. So we are forward biasing this. So because of this what will happen? Because of this positive gate voltage, electrons will be injected into this P layer. Okay, because of this positive gate voltage, electrons will be injected in this P layer. Now as you go on increasing this gate voltage, more and more electrons will be injected in this P region, and this P region will get flooded with the electrons. It will get flooded with the electrons. Now initially before applying this gate voltage, this P region was having holes as the majority carriers, but with the application of this gate voltage, this P layer will be having now, it will be now get flooded with the electrons. It will be it will be having now electrons and holes as the majority carriers. Now because of this what will happen? Now because of this injected electrons, this junction J2 will experience electrons on both the sides. Okay, it will experience electrons on both the sides of it, so that it will get disappear. So this junction J2 will be disappeared because of the application of the gate voltage. So application of gate voltage, it will inject electrons in this P region. Okay, by increasing this gate voltage, more and more electrons will be injected in this P region, and then this junction J2 will experience electrons on both the sides. And then it is disappeared. So now junctions J1 and J3 are already forward biased. J1, J3 are forward biased when we apply some positive voltage to anode with respect to its cathode. Okay, so junction J1, J3 are already forward biased. This junction J2 has now been disappeared. So what will happen now? So SCR will be turned on. Okay, so now SCR will be turned on. So again, if you look at these characteristics, at a particular gate voltage or particular value of gate current, I will say, this device will be turned on, this SCR will be turned on. Once it is turned on, the voltage across it will fall to a very low value. Okay, and then as you go on increasing this voltage across anode and cathode, the anode current will go on increasing at a higher rate. Okay, so here there are two currents that you can see here. One is called as a latching current and other one is called as a holding current, IL and IH. So what do you mean by holding current and latching current? आता विषय असा आहे की एकदा जर का हा SCR ऑन झाला तर आपण इथं काय केलं, एनोड पॉझिटिव्ह केला विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू कॅथोड आणि आपण थोडा गेट व्होल्टेज पॉझिटिव्ह गेट व्होल्टेज आपण इथं दिला. जेव्हा आपण सफिशियंट गेट व्होल्टेज या गेट टर्मिनलला देतोय तेव्हा हा SCR टर्न ऑन होतोय. तर हा SCR जेव्हा टर्न ऑन होतोय तेव्हा आपण हा गेट व्होल्टेज रिमूव्ह करू शकतो. Even though we remove this gate voltage, this SCR will not be turned off. So this latching current defines it is the minimum amount of anode current required to maintain the thyristor in the on state even though we remove this gate voltage. Okay, so this latching current means what? It is the minimum amount of anode current required to maintain the thyristor in the on state immediately after it is turned on and gate voltage has been removed. Whereas this holding current it is the minimum amount of anode current required to maintain the thyristor in the on state. म्हणजे काय, जेव्हा समजा इथे VGB काहीतरी 2 व्होल्ट अप्लाय केलाय, त्यावेळेला हा गेट करंट काहीतरी असेल, ओके, सपोज इट इज से 1 milliampere. Now for this 1 milliampere of current, this SCR will be turned on. But if I remove this gate voltage, this SCR may get turned off at this particular value of this gate current. But suppose that if I apply gate voltage is equal to 5 volts, and if for this particular voltage I get 3 milliampere current, and if I once this SCR has been turned on, if I remove this gate voltage, then because of this current, this SCR will not be turned off. So that is what is called as a latching current. Means it will be latched into the conduction. It will be latched in the on state. Okay, this SCR will be latched into the on state. So that current at which this SCR gets latched into the on state is called as the latching current. And holding current, it is the minimum amount of anode current required to maintain the thyristor in the on state. Okay, so this latching current is always greater than the holding current. आता हा तुमचा गेट व्होल्टेज जेवढा जास्त असेल, higher is the gate voltage, less will be the time required to turn on this thyristor.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, your voice is very low.
I don't know what is the problem because already I am speaking loudly.
Now, ma'am, it's clearly audible.
There might be some network issue with it. Okay, so here larger is the gate voltage or gate current, less will be the time required to turn on this SCR. So if you observe these characteristics for this particular gate current, the characteristics may look like this. If I increase this gate current, then it may look like this. So as I go on increasing this gate current, the time required to turn on this thyristor will be less. Okay. So for the different gate currents, you will observe that the SCR has been turned on immediately. Okay. Have you understood this? Have you understood forward conduction mode of SCR? Okay. So now the last mode is the reverse blocking mode. Now when it will be reverse blocking mode, when it will be in the reverse blocking mode, definitely when this anode will be negative with respect to the cathode. Okay. Now when anode will be negative with respect to the cathode terminal, for this particular condition now, junction J2 will be forward biased, whereas junction J1 and J3 will be reverse biased. ओके, जेव्हा आपण एनोड पॉझिटिव्ह करत होतो कॅथोड विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू कॅथोड, तेव्हा काय होत होतं, J1 J3 फॉरवर्ड बायस्ड होते आणि J2 रिव्हर्स बायस्ड होता. आता आपण polarity reverse केली. Anode we have made negative with respect to cathode. Now because of this what will happen? J1 and J3 will be reverse biased, whereas junction J2 will be forward biased. Okay. Now because of this again a small current, a leakage current will be flowing through the device. As you can see here, a small amount of reverse leakage current flows through the device. Okay. Now Now a small amount of reverse leakage flows through the device. Once the voltage across this anode and cathode has been increased to a sufficiently higher value, the breakdown of junction J1 and J3 will occur, and then a large amount of reverse current will flow through the device. Okay, so this defines the reverse blocking mode. Okay. Any doubt here? Any doubt in understanding the operation of the SCR? Okay. So it is very important to understand that we never turn on this SCR by applying higher amount of anode to cathode voltage. We always turn on this SCR by forward biasing this thyristor by applying positive voltage to anode with respect to cathode, and by applying some gate voltage, positive gate voltage to this gate terminal. Okay, we always turn on this thyristor by applying or by keeping this anode positive with respect to cathode, and by applying some positive gate voltage to this gate terminal of the SCR. Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Can you please repeat once what is the latching, ma'am?
Latching current means what? जेव्हा आपण थायरिस्टर ऑन कसा केला, आपण एनोड पॉझिटिव्ह ठेवला विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू कॅथोड, आणि आपण थोडा एक गेट व्होल्टेज आपण या गेट टर्मिनलला आपण दिलाय, बरोबर आहे. जेव्हा हा सफिशियंट गेट व्होल्टेज आपण देतोय, गेट व्होल्टेज जेव्हा सफिशियंटली हायर व्हॅल्यू आपण देतोय, तेव्हा काय होतंय, हा एससीआर आपला ऑन होतोय, बरोबर आहे. तो एससीआर ऑन झाल्या झाल्या SCR will be turned on when some gate voltage has been applied. जेव्हा SCR ऑन होते तेव्हा त्याच्या थ्रू जो करंट फ्लो होतोय दॅट इज नथिंग बट व्हॉट, एनोड करंट. आता जेव्हा हा SCR ऑन होतोय तेव्हा आपण हा गेट व्होल्टेज जरी रिमूव्ह केला तरी हा आपला SCR हा ऑफ होत नाही. ओके, आर यू गेटिंग इट? या पर्टिक्युलर
Yes,
गेट
ma'am.
व्होल्टेज साठी जेव्हा आपला SCR ऑन होतोय त्यावेळेला एखाद थोडा जो काय एनोड करंट फ्लो होतोय, त्या पर्टिक्युलर एनोड करंट साठी जेव्हा आपण हा गेट व्होल्टेज वन्स दिस SCR has been turned on, even though we remove this gate voltage, this SCR does not turn off. त्या करंटला, त्या पर्टिक्युलर एनोड करंटला म्हणायचं लॅचिंग करंट, कारण तो जो करंट आहे तो आपल्या थायरिस्टरला ऑन स्टेट मध्ये लॅच करून ठेवतोय. ओके, so that particular amount of current is called as a latching current. Holding current म्हणजे काय? It is the minimum amount of current that is required to maintain the thyristor in the on state. ओके, म्हणजे काय, आता हा आपण गेट व्होल्टेज समजा थोडा कमी केला, त्या कमी गेट व्होल्टेजला पण आपला एससीआर समजा ऑन झालाय, त्या पर्टिक्युलर गेट व्होल्टेज साठी काहीतरी एनोड करंट फ्लो होत असणार आहे, म्हणजे त्या पर्टिक्युलर गेट व्होल्टेज साठी आपला एससीआर ऑन झाला आणि ॲनोड करंट फ्लो व्हायला लागला. दॅट इज व्हॉट इज कॉल्ड एज होल्डिंग करंट. आता तो जर गेट व्होल्टेज आपण काढून घेतला तर आपला एसीआर ऑफ होऊ शकतोय. बरोबर आहे. म्हणजे तो फक्त करंट, इट इज द मिनिमम अमाउंट ऑफ ॲनोड करंट विच इज रिक्वायर्ड टू टर्न ऑन दॅट एसीआर वी कॅन सी होल्डिंग करंट. पण तो जर त्यावेळेस जो गेट व्होल्टेज आपण दिलाय तो जर आपण काढून घेतला तर आपला एसीआर ऑफ होऊ शकतोय. कसं आहे की गेट व्होल्टेज किती द्यायचं, मिनिमम किती द्यायचं हे डिफाईन झालेलं आहे. बरोबर आहे. म्हणजे या मिनिमम अमाऊंट ऑफ गेट व्होल्टेज साठी मिनिमम अमाऊंट ऑफ ॲनोड करंट काहीतरी असणार आहे. म्हणजे इट इज थोडक्यात काय आहे की तो करंट आपल्याला थारिस्टर जेव्हा ऑन होते त्या मिनिमम गेट व्होल्टेज साठी त्याला आपण होल्डिंग करंट म्हणू शकतो. एम आय क्लिअर ऋषिकेश?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
ओके. सो लॅचिंगचा कन्सेप्ट कसा आहे की त्या पर्टिक्युलर गेट व्होल्टेज साठी जो काही करंट फ्लो होतोय थायरिस्टर थ्रू, at that time if we remove that gate voltage, because of that current, that thyristor will be maintained in the on state. Okay, so that is why that current is called as a latching current. पण ते जर आपण गेट व्होल्टेज थोडासा कमी केला असेल आणि जरी आपला एसीआर ऑन कंडिशन मध्ये असेल, ओके, आणि परत जर आपण गेट व्होल्टेज काढून घेतलं तर इट इज पॉसिबल दॅट दॅट थायरिस्टर मे गेट टर्न्ड ऑफ. So we can say that holding current it is the minimum amount of anode current required to turn on that ACR, we can see. So don't get confused between these two things, latching current and holding current. Okay, got it everyone? So today we will stop here. In the next session we will discuss about the dynamic turn on and turn off characteristics of this SCR. Okay, so I'll take your leave now. Thank you, have a nice day.
हॅलो मॅम.
Yes.
काल जे तुम्ही टाकलाय ना ग्रुपवर की हे नाही चला शिकवायवाले जे आहेत ते TCS चं प्रिपरेशन घेणार, त्यांनी नेमकं कसं प्रिपरेशन त्यांचे सेशन्स असणार आहेत पुढे इथून का जे ऑलरेडी रेकॉर्डेड व्हिडिओज आहेत ते बघून आम्ही प्रॅक्टिस करत राहायचं त्यांच्या ऍप्लिकेशन वरती?
कुठलं शिकूया ऍप वाला म्हणतोस काय?
हा
मी बघते की आता विचारते मी आणि सांगते तुम्हाला ग्रुपवर. ठीक आहे.
हा, कारण त्याच्यावर ऑलरेडी रेकॉर्डेड व्हिडिओज आहेत ते बघतोयच मी आता काल रजिस्टर केल्यापासून.
हा.
ते त्यांचे तिथे टेस्ट पण आहेत, टेस्ट द्यायचंय का आणि काय त्यांचे सेशन्स असे आहेत ते ते माहिती पाहिजे.
बर बर, बघते की मी आज. बघते मी
चालेल
कॉन्टॅक्ट.
मॅम. हा.
हा. Okay. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.